In this exercise, you place components in an existing assembly and assemble the lift mechanism. Make ADA Mechanical Unit 7.ipj the active project. Open INV Unit 7 02.iam. In the browser, double-click Link Rod 1 to activate the subassembly. Zoom into the rod end. On the Position panel, click Constrain. Under Type, click Insert. Move the cursor over the top of the threaded section until the arc is highlighted. Select the arc. Rotate your view so you can see the end of the rod. Move the cursor over the edge of the hole in the rod. Select the edge when it is highlighted. Click Apply. Do not close the Place Constraint dialog box. Zoom out to view the entire link rod assembly. In the Place Constraint dialog box, under Type, click Angle. Select the face of each rod end. Click OK. In the browser, expand End Mail 1. Right-click the Insert constraint. Click Modify. In the Edit Dimension dialog box, enter 7 mm. Click the check mark. The rod end moves out 7 mm. On the Return panel, click Return. On the View cube, click Home. Zoom in on the small connector and sleeve. On the Position panel, click Constrain. Move the cursor over the hole in the arm on the sleeve. Select the face when the center line is displayed. Move the cursor over the hole in the link. Select the face when the center line is displayed. Click OK. Drag the link end away from the sleeve. On the Position panel, click Constrain. Select the small, flat face on the ball in the link end. Select the inner face of the slot on the sleeve. Click OK. Select the small link arm and drag it to view the effect of the two constraints. On the Component panel, click Place. Open crank.ipt. Move the component near the spider arm. Click to place it apart. Right-click in the graphics window. Click OK. On the Position panel, click Constrain. Move the cursor over the hole in the arm on the crank. Select the hole when the center line is displayed. Move the cursor over the hole in the spider. Select the face when the center line is displayed. Click OK. Rotate and drag the crank away from the spider arm to make it easier to apply the next constraint. On the Position panel, click Constrain. Select the interface of the slot on the crank. Rotate the model. Select the face of the spider arm. Click OK. Zoom into the crank and link. Rotate and move the crank and link to the positions as shown. On the position panel, click Constrain. Place a mate constraint between the center lines of the two holes as shown. Click OK. On the View cube, click Home. On the Component panel, click Place. Open claw.ipt. Move the component near the end of the spider arm. Click to place the part. Right-click in the graphics window. Click OK. On the Position panel, click Constrain. Place a mate constraint between the center lines of the hole. Place another constraint between the two faces as shown. Click OK. Rotate the claw to the position as shown. On the View cube, click Home. Drag and rotate the crank, claw, and link rod into the positions as shown. On the Position panel, click Constrain. Assemble the link arm to the claw and crank using mate constraints between center lines at each end and a mate between faces at one end. Drag the claw to view the effect of the assembly constraints. On the application menu, click Save As, Save Copy As. Use a class file naming convention. In this exercise, you opened an existing assembly file, placed existing components in the assembly, and then assembled the lift mechanism using mate and insert constraint types.